Can you read backwards, Constitutional Stacker? It says, "Ning dong yan sin tao." No, I don't know what it says backwards. Forward, it says, Ironworkers of Hawaii. Ironworkers of Hawaii. So, how are you doing this evening? You like that one? Let's get this light out here. Yeah, that's a little better. Now we can angle this up a little bit more. So, what you doing this evening, my friend? I actually, right on. I put in 10 hours today already. I'm done with that crap. I was going to talk about this missile or rocket, not missile, rocket that just flew overhead of Pete the Sasquatch down in Southern California. And it was probably a private company launch. So I did a quick little research, and I found out that and I find this very interesting. The Space Force. What's up? What's up, Pete? That's cool, Constitutional man. I appreciate you stopping by. Uh, but yeah, apparently Space Force is contracting with private rocket launch type companies. So I don't know if they're making. Hey, what's up, Thomas? I don't know if it's making like national news because I really don't watch, CBS, ABC, MSB. I don't watch any of that crap. So I don't know if this stuff's making like the national news. But I just found it very interesting that the Space Force is contracting with private companies, because if they contract with private companies, they don't have to like disclose what's being launched. But if they're launched through NASA, it has to be filed what they're launching. Whether it's top secret or not, there has to be paperwork on it saying, oh, it's something top secret is being launched. That's what you're working for, one day to be able to afford to go to those places whenever you want, brother. And yeah, back on move along with us here. But back on the private company launches for the Space Force. If you go back to their dictate or their mandate when they were initiated as the Sixth Armed Force of the United States of America, it was to protect and defend the space area and America. And it's interesting. I know I'll probably never going to be able to find out, but I'd very much like to find out what the hell they're launching. Okay, so it didn't make the national news. That's the parts that's scary to me, Pete. They're launching shit and not telling nobody. And they're the Space Force. Does anyone really know anything about them other than their training, their boot camp and their AIT? Or, nothing other than that, other than there was a supposed whistleblower that talked all kinds of ET crap. But, no one knows nothing about these guys, and they're taking and doing private company launches for their missiles or their on the rockets for payloads that don't have to be disclosed to anybody, so they can be launching all kinds of shit. Damn, I just find that amazing. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. Hey, Constitutional. Yeah, you need to go to Louisiana instead of go to work, man. Hook up with Thomas. He's got all kinds of gators that are very friendly. Give him a few drinks. You never know what'll happen. I always fuck with Thomas because he's in the Louisiana, lower Louisiana, and that's like Cajunville. That's where you get French speaking swamp dwelling rednecks. What are they called, Thomas? Yeah, quick. What's that mean? Quick response launch. From the photo you showed me. Uh, Come on up here. Come on. Let me see what Pete said here. Quick response, but what is a quick response? Hey, what's up, JM? What is a quick response rocket? Is that a payload? I mean, from what the video you showed me, it was definitely a 3-stage, which means it's upper atmosphere. So it's not a rocket. It's got something in it. You gotta say hi to Ginger. What? What are you doing? Look at that tail. She's like, uh-oh. She's got that engine going. That's why I call her Jin Jin with engine. Yeah, Pete, I was just so interested. I didn't do any research whatsoever when you sent that article. uh, I just jumped on because I found it interesting. The mere fact that that the Space Force is using private companies to launch, and they don't have to disclose that to nobody. So who knows how many new space launch, rocket launch companies are starting? Who owns these companies? How many of them are there? This is some cool ass shit that needs to be checked out. Oh, in Mississippi. Sorry about that, Thomas. I didn't mean to insult everyone from Louisiana. My bad. Oh, I'm sure of that constitutional stacker. The only reason I found it is Pete the Sasquatch just happens to live in an area where it flew right over his head, and it was interesting enough to him to videotape it and send that tape to me via Facebook. And I was like, man, I can either call him, ask him all these questions, or we can hop on and see what the hell's going on, see if anyone. uh, Constitutional, you're on one. You've got the best comical response for the night, that's for sure. Yeah, it's just bizarre. I have the article here. Pete's already read it. I am most positive. And looking at the rocket, quite frankly, the tip of it, if it, if it if it's not a nuclear missile, it's a small satellite. There's a payload on top of that rocket. I heard that, Constitutional. There's no way in fucking hell I'll work 7 days a week. I'm a little too old for that shit. This company I just started with, actually, it's kind of cool. It's right across the bridge. It's the sugar factory, CNR Sugar Factory. It's like 5 miles from my house. Yeah, money's all well and good, but only when you're young and you have time. And then when you get older and you have money and you look back and you say, damn, I could have done all that fun shit, but I was making money. Now I'm older and fucked up and I can't do half that fun shit. So every life is always full of choices and decisions. I spent 30 years fucking stuck out here in California working iron. I never thought about doing anything fun. I mean, I hit all the fun shit. I mean, I went to all the fucking Highway 1, mountains, did all that shit. First 10 years I was here, but after fucking 10 years being here, it's like, yeah, so what? It's a mountain, you know? Hey, what's up, Salty? And now I just want to get away from this politics of this area. And don't you? Yeah, I know you do. And to get away from politics, you got to move. And I'm sure once I move, I'll be like, damn, I wish I'd have done this or I wish I'd done that. But fuck it. I'll be in a new spot doing new shit. There's lots of rivers and shit too, and stuff like that. They run hand in hand, don't they, Pete? True that, JM. Close, Constitutional Stacker. You're 1-0 shy. It's 100 acres is what you need. 100 acres is more than, if it's set up right, you can 20 acres, 30 acres wooded, 20 acres farmable, 30 acres pasture, 15 acres of ponds or small lake, whatever the hell you want to call it, stocked with fish. And you got, fuck, why you leaving? You got fish, you got farming, you got nut and fruit trees. I'm sure deer will come along you could shoot if you had an environment like that, along with, fucking all kinds of shit. Ducks. Yeah, that's actually what I'm looking at. Constitutional Stacker, 100 acres. Got four lakes, 3 of them stocked with fish. What else is about? It's got a 4-bedroom, 2-bath. Oh yeah, and two sides of it. It's a what was that you told me it was? Oh yeah, it's a tree, cut down tree place where they grow the trees for 20 years and they cut them down and regrow them for 20 years. So no neighbors on that side. So it's pretty cool. And it's not that far from, city, small town. Well, big town, small city, 12, 15, 18,000 people, something like that. In other words, and it's not close to the fucking Gulf of Mexico. No offense to any of you guys who live on the Gulf of Mexico. Fuck hurricanes. You want to be about 100 miles inland of a hurricane. Not for the weather, but for the insurance. As 100 miles inland, you don't need hurricane insurance or flood insurance, or so a lot less ability to cancel you, forcing you to lose your home. Mineral rights are always very nice. Yeah, there's a lot of people out there that should have already sold. I told Ninja this too. House one off the corner. It's like 5 houses down, but across the street, ladies started asking 750,000. It's perfect. It's got a view. I mean, it's like part of the hill. The hill runs like this. The house is here. So the house is down. I mean, she sees Muir Island. We see her house in the trees. And then if I go upstairs, you can see part of the bay. But she's got a perfect view of it. I mean, out here, easily it would have been $750,000 house. Didn't sell it for like 3 months. Dropped the price to 450,000 before she sold it. Cut it damn near in half. The house across the street, one across the street, a lot better condition. Very nice view as well. They wanted like 600,000, dropped it down to like 485,000. And it took 2 months to sell. So things are California's overpriced anyhow. So corrections will come in different percentages due to how fast and overvalued they got during the growth period, and different areas overvalued quicker than other areas. I'll have at least 20 JM, and probably 5 or 6 dogs. Yeah, that's one thing you definitely want, especially if shit hits the fan scenario. You want a lot of cats. Keep them fucking rats away, because rats will be carrying diseases. And the best way not to catch something is preventative medicine. Kitty, kitty, kitty. Pretty much, salty monkey. And I don't have a barn, so they just hang around the house. And on the property I'm getting, I will actually build a barn, but it doesn't have one right now. And actually, I'll probably put up in one of the ponds. I'll make it more marshy, so it attracts a lot of fowl, and might help clean the water through the water based plants that'll be there. Yeah, they kind of sort of are a constitutional stacker. They kind of sort of are. That's what dude. When I first moved here, there was like 6 yucca trees and 2 grapefruit trees, and the guy who used to live next door used to sit on the back porch. His back porch is right there, like 15, 20 foot away from me, and he'd shoot BB gun at the rats, and he'd kill probably 7 or 8 a week. Hey, what's up, Nickel? And when they finally sold, I was able to cut down all those yuccas, and I had already cut down 2 grapefruit trees, and got rid of all the other housing units for mice and rats. And then the cats started moving back in, and I have not seen a rat since that person moved out and a new person moved in. And the only difference is took away their natural food source and shelter, and brought in the cats came in on their own, because it became a viable area for them to live. That, and I feed them. You know who he's talking about, Nickel. We're at Wealth of Nations. What's up? Better late than never. You got that right. That is correct, Pete. They certainly do. Only thing is, you always have a problem of a big barn owl or hawk coming through and snatching some of your freaking chickens. I like those. What are those? A mink? Those little fucking, like, I think they're minks. They teach them fuckers to chase, go down rat holes and actually tear the fuck out of those rats. Yeah, yes, they do. Wealth of Nations. Yeah, see, that's one thing about cats that people might not know is the rats, ferrets. That's it. Yeah, ferrets and minks. Cats, naturally in their poop, have a chemical that when the rats eat it, it's like I guess getting stoned. It slows the rat down, making it easier for the cat to catch. It's kind of a cool way for cats to catch mice. Don't make me time you out, Nickel. We will not touch kitty cats. Kitty cats will bring us in birds. And you're supposed to have a full pantry anyhow for when shit hits the fan, to where you don't need that. And that includes enough food for the animals. Thomas. Fuck eating rats, man. Fuck that. Dude, learn to fish. Get a boat. Me, myself, and water's right there. Fucking Pacific Ocean's just a couple mountains around. Oh, okay. Okay. No, fuck that rat shit, man. Raise rabbits. Fuck, you got 100 acres, want to have some fun and have your neighbors hate you? Raise rabbits and turn them loose. You'll have fucking 50,000 rabbits in 2 years. And your dogs will have fun too, chasing rabbits around. Yeah, nah, can't do the rat burger. Sorry, I don't fall into that. You'll eat bugs, own nothing, and be happy. I'm in the mindset of I'll open up a place that sells bugs for you to eat, and I'll be happy because I'll have the cash, and I'll be eating steak and lobster. Yeah, okay, yeah. Luckily, I don't have any around here anymore to have that kind of fun because it might be fun shooting them, but they got to live somewhere, and that means if I can shoot at them, they live too fucking close. Yes, but they're good tasting. I mean, they're great tasting ocean bugs, salty. Fuck, constitutional man. Why the hell you watching nasty shit like that? JM. I guess I don't want to say great minds think alike, but if he's rich and I think like that, I should be rich, right? But I wouldn't be. I wouldn't sell bugs, man. Gandalf is talking to somebody outside. He's right there. So if you hear some meowing, it's him. Yeah, okay, you heard him. He's got, I think it's a Batgirl, or AKA Little Sister. It's out there. She actually hangs out on the top of the little shed out there, and he'll go out there and he'll usually sit at the bottom of it and look up like little fucking kids staring at each other. First crush kind of thing. All right, I heard nothing new about silver or gold or platinum. Has anyone else? This bad. Uh, no, they have a similar thing. They must have copied from me because I got this when I was 17, and that was 37 years ago, long before they were around. Well, actually, no, yeah, no, I don't know. No, hold on, wait, because I got some free tickets. I got free tickets to their show in Pensacola, Florida, from this chick I was dating. Uh, but it was definitely before they came along with that. Did I know? I probably got this tattoo about the time they formed, I guess, in all actuality. Dude, I'm working at the sugar factory, CNR. I think it's CNR Sugar Factory. Well, that's a good thing, JM. We should buy more because I don't know how the hell they can keep it that cheap. But that CNH, man, I've smelled dumpsters that smell better than that sugar factory. We're working underneath where the conveyor goes. They were unloading the boat of sugar, raw brown sugar, and the conveyor was going over our head. It was like dripping sugar. Little dry granules of sugar were dropping on me all fucking day, and we had to walk through the plant to get through the plant and get to our cars. That shit smells fucking nasty, dude. And I don't want to research how they make sugar, but they had 12 55-gallon drums of basically Clorox. I might stop using sugar. What's that? There are bats in the attic. Put your cats up there. I don't know if I think I might like bats in my belfry. Dude, platinum, man, it costs like $1,230 to mine an ounce of platinum, dude. I mean, seriously, any there's Harley. Any fucking person who's done any economics training whatsoever, which I have none. I've done no economics training whatsoever. I've never been to college for any of that shit. I'm not a financial advisor. But if you look at how much it costs to make platinum and what the current price is of platinum, only a fool wouldn't say buy it. And only someone, I don't know, like Rick Roll would say not to buy it. No pun on Rick Roll or meaning to say his name or anything, but I think his stance on platinum is foolish. Yeah, it was. Yeah, they get hot, dude. Uh, if you pile grass on top of itself, it can get very hot in the center. Actually, that decomposing matter, it real moist, and then it gets steamy. And after steam, I mean, look at the lever, how evaporation works, and then contain that, and steam, pressure, heat, fire. What was that? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why it is because bricks, like I said, bricks controls the majority of a mass amount of the mining of platinum. So I don't see why they don't control the price. Yeah, I don't know. It seems like an easy, quick fix, but hey, bricks is so organized. They're not even talking about that one yet. I will see you there, Salty Monkey. Thanks to Pete the Sasquatch. He just bought me some tickets to go. Some airline tickets. Thank you again, Pete. Oh, cool. You might be coming too, right? If hell on. I'll have the room, brother. You can stay with me. That's what I'm saying. Smart people are buying the platinum and silver. Gold is pretty much fairly valued. You know, here's a little growing tip for you guys. Take that grass, bury it in the ground. Not all of it, just an area where you want to grow something, and let it sit for 2 years. First year is the worst thing in the world to grow in. Second year is the best thing in the world to grow in. It's funny how nature is. Come on up here. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, Gandalf's making an appearance. Hey, Chad, what's up? Gandalf's unsure. He doesn't like new people. Are you going to be okay with this, Gandalf? You okay? What did I allegedly guy have to say, Mr. Dan? I like wood chips, putting wood chips around. They're good for bad soil. They decompose, and they kind of after a couple of years do some real good justice for you. Yes, I did. Uh, I've started doing a show on that JM. India this year. I said South Africa will be president next year. It's not South Africa. It's Brazil, then South Africa. Are heading up BRICS. Oh yeah. Well, Nickel, if you know any dog shit shows, let me know. I'll love to get sponsored by a dog shit. What do you say about that, Gandalf? He's a Russian salty. He's a Russian blue, and that's why he's a Russian blue because he looks sometimes blue, sometimes gray, depending on the light. Oh, really? Interesting. I don't follow Yankee. Yeah, Yankee stacking. Uh, I'll let Nickel tell you. All I can tell you about nickel stacking is he supported Ukraine hard and heavy, and I told him not to, and he didn't like that. No one likes it when I tell them the truth, not even Yankee. You know, there's a female outside I hope to capture. It looks exactly like Gandalf. Yeah, after he told me when I had advised him not to do any fundraisers for the Ukrainian government. He told me he knew what he was doing, and I should learn a thing or two. So yeah, some people school themselves. You don't have to say much. Wow. Yeah, different strokes for different folks. He's got a good channel. I'm glad he's doing well. I just, you know, I took the truth stance over what he was promoting, and he was promoting it for money, and I took high offense to that from a stance of being American, and he hasn't come back and apologized and shown remorse by taking and giving that money to maybe a veterans association here in America instead of some Ukrainian fucking senator. But whatever. Some people want to support Ukrainian senators over the Americans. I don't want to watch them, and I don't subscribe. No, I hate nobody. It's not. It's not in our. We should not hate anybody. Disagree, not care for, hate. No, 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 no. That puts wrinkles on you. It makes you think things that it's just stupid. It's wasteful. Not worth it. Move along from that and go to a better scenario where you have less of that. Positivity breeds positivity. Get away from any negative. No negativity. It's like Mahatma Gandhi. Hold on. Speaking of which, Gandalf, watch real quick. See which way. In the chat, press 1 if you think he's going to jump this way. That would be my right, your left. Press 2 if you think Gandalf's going to jump to my left, your right. Do it real quick because he's going to be jumping. 3. There he goes. He went to my right. Gandalf does not like smoke. He went 1. That's all right. He'll be back one day. No, he and Mary Jane, for some reason, are not friends. And there goes his brother, Miss Harley, Mr. AKA Trouble. I lost a little bit in here in chat. I heard that. No, it's not for everybody. And the reason why it works for me, Constitutional Stagger says getting baked's not for everyone. I actually can smoke pot, and people still accuse me of being a crankster because I go so fast naturally. When I was in 2nd grade, when I got kicked out of every American school in Europe, they did some tests on me and shit, see if I was fucked up or not, you know, why I was so aggressive and all this other shit. And they wanted to put me on Prozac and lithium in 2nd grade because I was hyperactive, attention deficit disorder, manic, all in 2nd grade, and some other shit. Hypoglycemic. It was just the exact opposite of a diabetic. I need sugar. So to keep my blood levels normal without doing drugs, not drugs, pharmaceuticals. That's better than drugs. Instead of doing those to regulate my system, I either need lots of protein or sugar. Imagine that. Whoa. Why is Neil thin? My metabolism. Oh, yeah, that's another thing. My metabolism's. See, everything about me is speedy. So weed slows me the fuck down to a little bit faster than your guys' normal. Whatever you consider normal. When I get real stoned, my brain activity slows down to a little bit faster than that. Otherwise, I'm like, fuck. Worst case scenario, 5 steps ahead of me in my own mind with what's going to happen. And yeah, weed slows me down. It allows me to handle me up in here, or else I start talking to myself. Kind of like if an alien was looking down here now, he'd be like, dude, this guy's talking to himself because he wouldn't be able to read the chat. And everything. He'd be like, or if someone had a spy cam and they were spying on me, they'd be like, dude's talking to himself because they couldn't see the chat. Yeah, so weed slows me down. He must have a weed sniffing dog, a retired weed sniffing dog. JM Unleashed. I'm in Northern California. I have a green thumb. And hold on, wait. Where's that book? Here it is. Okay, Harley. When California was getting Prop 215 first passed, me and other guys like in the 420 magazines and popular, that was Harley, aka Trouble, running back out that way. We were all getting together, smoking weed and, you know, talking about the legal things we needed to do to get this proposition passed and whatnot. And this gentleman named Jack Herrera, he developed a strain like White Widow, Great White Shark, shit like that. We were getting stoned one night, and there was a whole bunch of crayons laying around. And I said, hey, Jack, man, sign. I bought this book from him. He was selling this book, so I bought this book from him. I was like, hey, dude, sign this shit. And I said, use every fucking crayon there. So he tried love and color with some of the colors of the crayon, and then he did his name, and I made him redo his name. So, and this guy invented a lot of the strains that people are smoking right now, or came up with, and kind of like I'm doing right now in my backyard, coming up with a new strain of weed. It's just he got popular and I didn't. He's a better salesman, better marketer. I'm not a good marketer. He is. So yeah, I'm big into the legal side of the weed stuff too. But yeah, I live in yeah. I can tell you this. There's 1 week time period during the flowering of cannabis sativas. If you put one certain thing on it, it'll be probably 5 times as potent. And I know a lot about cannabis sativas. Actually, right now I am I started, and it's late. I know. It's Belizean Breeze sativa. I actually got from Belize, and I'm mixing it with a strain that I made. It was a little too heavy on the indica. It's a smaller plant, so I want to add some sativa to it. So I'm taking Belizean Breeze right now, and I'm going to grow a male. And after I harvest my other 4, I'm going to take that male and put it with my breed that I made 2 years ago, and breed those two together, and I should have, for me, the perfect fucking strain of weed, manufactured or created by me. That's how much I know about weed. Yeah, I think Jack Herrera can. I'll tell Jack you said thank you, JM. You know, Constitution. It all depends on. There's a lot of medicinal to it. There's a lot of medicinal to it, and there's a lot of people that use it for medicinal. CDBC is a CDB. Excuse me. Cannabinoid oil is very good stuff. Yes, it is. Big time. I got 2,300 subscribers, and 2,000 of them are for my cat videos. I like the cold water extraction CBD, because that shit, when I do that oil, and it's just like a couple drops under the tongue, and I haven't done it in a long time because I just don't like doing things consecutively. I just don't like doing things consecutively, no matter what it is. So, but I had easy 10% fucking flexibility or mobility increase, like within 5 minutes. I don't know what the hell that shit did. Hey, what's up, Christopher? I don't know what it did to me, but it made me a lot more flexible, and it made a lot of that neck pain and nerve pain go away real fast. Yes, JM, it's a hybrid. It's going to be hopefully 40% sativa and 60% indica. I had to perfect the indica. I put a couple indicas together first to get what I wanted, and now I'm adding the sativa to it. It's how it is. It's how it is, JM. It's just how it is. You know what I found out, guys? I've been doing this shit. I got like 750 geopolitical videos, right? And I just found out like yesterday, day before yesterday, that most of them are non-monetized, because to be monetized, they have to be 8 minutes or longer. I was like, fuck. McFly! I feel like such a dumbass. Year and a half of doing videos, and I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. What the hell, right? What the hell? Yes, JM has a very, very good show. I like his lives, actually, bro. His lives are good too. Great talk time. You actually get to see what he looks like, kind of like me. Unless this is CGI. This could be CGI. I could be a fucking monkey. Hmm? I don't know enough about computers for that shit. And I give myself teeth if I did, so, you know. Yeah, supposedly constitutional stacker. I've heard YouTubers get paid. Yeah, I wasted a year and a half making videos at 5 minutes, not 8. So none of them got monetized. To be monetized, you have to have 8-minute videos and 3,000 hours of watch time. So if you make 750 geopolitical and platinum, videos 5 minutes long, hey, you're just fucking helping people out, man. Good for you. Yeah, I gave up on. I used to make my own hash out of the trimmings and shit, and I just decided I'll keep the trichomes on the weed and smoke it. Fuck it, you know. Grow a couple type, three different types of shit, and it's that way I don't get bored with one type. You do one type, you do another type, you do another type, then you mix them, and the combinations are enough to get me going all year. And that way you don't build up like tolerance to a certain kind as well. Always buy silver and platinum, and be kind, helpful, and grateful, because it's better than being a jerk. Because if you're a jerk and like you get a flat tire on the side of the road, and your neighbor comes by and laughs at you because you're a jerk, or he stops and helps you because you're kind, helpful, and grateful. What outcome do you want? You know, holy shit! 7 videos a day, he's getting his content out there. As long as they're over 8 minutes, they're monetized, and viewer count adds up. Uh, so tell him that. Don't waste this. Now they'll be considered short videos, and you need 3 million views or video views, I think, to be monetized there. Yeah, I think it's what Sal's been doing it like 11 years. Yeah, it's not a problem, Jam. I love animals, man, and you told me you were putting a stripper pole in the backyard too. Nah, man, it's just fucking cool. You ain't got nothing better to do. Support people, man. It takes, you know, all the truest sayings, man. The best way to get rich is help someone else get rich. And if you keep helping people get rich, then eventually you're going to be rich. But what you want is wealth along with riches. So you can achieve wealth in here and here. So, and if you're wealthy, eventually, if it's in the cards, you'll be rich. Otherwise, your mission will be achieved no matter what. Well, riches or not. Yeah, wealth. I've been telling JM, man, stick a stripper pole right there. He's like fucking feeding squirrels. I'm like, dude, man, there are a couple dollars out there. Like the viewers you'll get. Shit, you might even make some cop friends too. Fuck, get out of a few tickets. Possibilities are endless, man, with sin. Yeah, it is funny. It was fun to joke about. So, is Pete still here? Have you looked any more into that the Firefly Alpha ship? Rapid response mission. Mission. See, it says mission. It's not a rapid response missile. Rapid Victus Nox rapid response mission. That's why it's got that fucking warthead looking thing on front of it. Yeah. As I was saying, Pete, if you look at that picture and you see that says Fireflies Alpha launches Victus Nox rapid response mission. So what they probably have on the top of that missile is, and it's what you saw, is, like I said, a 3-stage, because that's some sort of satellite that's gonna hook up with other satellites to make a bigger thingy for Space Force. Go team! What was that? Power Rangers. Go team, Power Rangers! Yeah, did you? I know JM posted on his channel that video of the laser lights coming down from Chinese satellites. You mean monitoring Leo stuff as far as star stuff? Let me get over here and see if I can do a quick read. Yeah, it's for national defense. It's the third mission launched. See, here's another. You go down several paragraphs. It says Victus Nos served as a third mission launched by Alpha, a 2-stage small orbital class rocket developed by Firefly Aerospace. So it is a permanent, like, satellite rocket going to be used for national defense. Cool. I'm glad I speed read that. That's how I keep up with Ninja's channel too. Speed reading. I miss a couple fucking insults, but I catch a lot of them, and a lot of other shit that needs to be taken care of. Well, if it's time for you to go to bed, Pete, man, go ahead and yeah. There's I need to research more. There's reasons. There's 3 orbits, and there's reasons for all 3 of the orbit heights, and there's reasons for them, and also monetary expense, which determines also use case for each orbit synchronous outside. There's, like I said, there's 3 of them. An example would be space link satellites, how they always fall like 26 at a time. That's why, because they're in low Earth atmosphere, the lowest of the 3 atmospheres of levels of orbiting the Earth. And so they are drawn by gravity, pulls them down unless they have small rockets to keep them up to a certain point, but then they run out and they all come down. So if it's that means it's a temporary project that they're doing, or operation. But now, if you watch my videos from the other day, the Chinese just got caught trying to fucking monitor the NATO with shit, and India kicked them out again. Go BRICS. Yeah, exactly, Pete. There's some other shit going on. Hey, Christopher, man, I'm gonna send you some tinfoil so you can make yourself like 5-ply it because you're real close to this ground central. What? 1 gram? Shit, I got, how much does half a grain go for? I think I have half a grain of gold. I'll sell that motherfucker in a heartbeat because I don't care about grains of gold. Yeah, shit. If anyone wants to buy it for $300 a gram, I'll buy it from fucking JM Bullion and sell it to them. Arbitrage. Quite possibly, Chad. Very much possible laundering. Cup of coffee at McDonald's. Whoa. Half grain of gold. Cup of coffee at McDonald's. That is what I'm gonna start measuring economics by. Coffee. McDonald's coffee. How much is it worth? 27 McDonald's coffees. Thomas, man, that's Mississippi math. We teach Common Core math now. If it's 250 a grain, there's 32 grains per ounce. That makes 1900 an ounce. Yeah. See, I do tea. I don't do coffee. I do tea because I'm a little too Scottish. It's actually funny, man. Apparently, I still have somewhat of a Scottish accent. There's Dixie. She said she's coming to say hello. Hey, Dixie. What's up, girl? Look at those bright eyes. I was down at the store and she picked up on a little bit of my Scottish accent. She's like, "Where are you from?" I was like, "What do you mean, born?" I was like, "Lancaster." She goes, "Ah, that's not it." I was like, "What are you going for?" She goes, "You have some sort of accent." I said, "Oh, I live in Scotland." She was Scottish. That's it. I was like, "What the fuck?" I haven't been there for a very, very long time. I thought I'd lost that accent. "32 grams make 1 ounce." Not 31, 32. Or is it 31.5, something like that? I'm not going to Google it. I'm too, not too fucked up, but fixing to be. Tea's the best, man. Yes, geostationary, because that's where you're far enough out for gravity to still hook up with you, but usually like a satellite, in which case it pulls you along instead of pulling you down. It's like in that perfect, it's the sweet zone, and it is geosynchronistic. Is that what you said? Geostation, no, geosynchronistic orbit. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Now we're getting all kinds of numbers out there. That's 31.4 grams. Okay, I knew it wasn't straight 31. I thought it was 31.5. Yeah, geostationary is I think the second one, and the first is geosynchronistic, meaning it stays with the revolution of the planet and flows with it like as the planet's spinning, but it's far enough out that it doesn't get pulled with, but it's like along the wake of gravity with the spin, how everything spins, and if you're in that sweet spot, you just start spinning with it and going around with it. It's geosynchronistic. Right on, Nickel. Yeah, it's funny how they use different weights and measures for precious metals over other shit too. Because when I was a little kid, I was thinking, ooh, 16 ounce, 60, what was it? Yeah, 16 ounce, no, 16 gram. What was it? I thought regular weight and then applied it to precious metals weight. And it's like precious metals weight is actually double what regular weights and measures is or some shit like that. And I personally don't care for it, man. I have to add so much sugar to coffee to overcome the bitterness. I'd, I'd rather eat lemons. At least you got a pucker factor to lemons. Mm, yes, I do have one thing I can look at here. Here we go. Pete and I were talking the other day. He said he didn't realize that chocolate's going to be extinct soon. And as I've said in several chats, I use the saying, chocolate, humanity needs chocolate for survival, or chocolate's needed for the survival of humanity. Dinosaurs didn't have it. Look what happened to them. And I came across this study that shows that we're going to be out of chocolate by 2025 or 2050. The plant we make chocolate with is going to be extinct. So, end of Earth is going to be 2050. Actually, they make chocolate. They might have roaches at the factories, but how they make chocolate is from the beans of the cocoa plant. It grows like a fruit, and they take the beans and squish them up and manufacture it that way. So somewhere in the process, there would have had to been, but the beans are covered by pretty thick, crusted fruit that pretty hard to penetrate unless there's an it's a defective one. Hey, you can't set anybody up with AOC. She's already married to her brother. Or did she divorce him? Bunch of lunatics out there in DC. I'll reserve statement on that one, constitutional. But I will say that is a statement that could be used to a majority. And I'll say no more. I tell you what, man, as far as yeah, I won't even talk about that. Yeah, what was that? Biscation or something, where you fucking cut the vocal cords. Yeah, try and keep it real. No artificial shit. That artificial sugar is actually very not. I mean, sugar is not the best for you, but anything in moderation is good. But that artificial sugar, even in moderation, is not good for you. And that's just not my opinion. I've read studies on that shit. Thank you, Pete, very much. And silver, and of course, nickel will also tell you to add nickel. No, if you get like cane sugar straight from the cane plant and it's unprocessed, it's good. It serves a good purpose. Honey is a type of sugar, and it's very healthy for you. Local honey. That's the way to do it. There you go, Finn. See, I saw Finn. Hi, Finn. I saw Finn. I saw your comment. Neil, you're not doing anything on Thursday. I was like, as soon as you made that Finn comment, Finn, as soon as I saw it, within like 5 minutes, I said, I'm going live. He'll get here eventually. Sweet. Stack on, brother. You got it, Pete. Cane sugar, exactly, Nickel. Honey and cane sugar is not bad for you at all. So did I guess Finn would have the Stacker of the Day award, getting 20 ounces, unless someone else out there got more today. I think Finn 59 Shaw is the big winner on the Silver Stacker. It sounds like it, Wealth. It sounds like you got either a whole bunch of individuals of different like uh, Royal Mints or a stack of one. Appreciate you being here, JM and Leash. Make sure to, like Pete said, like, share, and subscribe. I already know you have, but I always say it, so what the hell? Yeah, you know, just like we were talking earlier, someone made some money off selling dog shit. That's how I feel about Bitcoin. You know, they just convinced a lot more people that dog shit is valuable, so they're continuing on the charades. Not that they're not going to make money. I don't deny they'll make money. It's got a pattern. The thing I don't understand is it's always changed, man. Bitcoin's changed its face about 5 times since it's been created. It's turned morphed into 5 different things. And if anyone wants to consider something that keeps changing as money, keep the fiat system we got. It's not the product, It's the sale, how they're selling the product, and keep changing how they're selling the product tells me the product's no good. Not that you can't make money off the product. That being the product being BTC, crypto. No. If you start buying now, you can enjoy riding the next wave. It's just people don't think long enough ahead. It's going to be rolling all over again. 2024. Shit. Start buying. Buy your XLM. Buy your Litecoin. Buy your the whatever Bitcoin. Buy whatever. And of course, it's never been a currency. A friend of mine, his ex-wife, lives across the street. Okay, this is the first thing I knew about Bitcoin. This gentleman, an older black gentleman, very successful in whatever business he wants to do, wasn't always a legitimate type business person. And hey, Thomas, thank you very much for showing up, brother, and showing support. I appreciate it. But about 15 or 16 years ago, 14, 13, 12 years ago, something like that, he had to do business with the Russian mafia over in San Francisco. And the only thing they would accept in payment for the information that he needed was in Bitcoin. So, his Bitcoin was like $18, $17 at the time. So he bought a shitload of it so he could, give it to them as payment. Is that a money? No, whatever. Another, to continue on the story, he did keep that phone put aside, ran out of batteries, bought a new phone, because he quit dealing with the Russians, so he didn't need any of the contacts or anything, so he just put the phone aside. And just last year, or no, when Bitcoin was like at 40,000, 45,000, something like that, he was like, hold on, Bitcoin. I was buying that to deal with the Russian mafia about a decade ago or so. And he turned out he had 40 of them left, so he sold all of them at $40,000. So, you can make money off of something that only the Russian mafia will take as currency. It's changed its face so many times. People don't know the history or care to know the history of anything. Pure greed gets in the way. That creates a FOMO effect. That creates markets, sometimes permanent markets. I think that's what they're trying with BTC and crypto, but that's just speculation. And technology is there in other forms, so we don't need them. So they're allowing it for some reason. I have no clue. I'm more concerned about hell. I'm really not concerned about anything. I know that whatever happens to me, I can personally, I can manage. I'm a survivor. I've always been a survivor. As far as others, yeah, Wealth of Nations. I mean, he paid $380,000 for a house in Ghana. He showed me the pictures of. He went over there a couple months ago to finite the deal. I mean, he paid cash off of his winnings from what he had of BTC. He paid tax on it. He only had like 800,000. Well, no, he had more. He had like 1.1 million because he had it for well over a year. But he still paid like 35%, something like that. He only had like 1.1 million. And like I said, he spent 380,000 on a house in a foreign country as either investment or maybe he plans on retiring there. I don't know. It'd be nice if he retires because then I could go to Ghana and stay with him for free. Nice gated community, armed security. Kind of concerned there, but he's not. So what the hell? I guess you're allowed to carry weapons there. So your wife is a wonderful cook, Salty? Because I didn't hear the dinner bell. Actually, I'm surprised Thomas is up. It's actually almost midnight where he's at. Central Time Zone. Cajuns. That's the name of the people. Cajuns. Thomas lives around Cajuns down on the bayou. Oh, right on. Calistoga Thai Kitchen. Now, you talking? Is that in Calistoga, California? Because that's not that far from where I'm at. Wealth of Nations, thank you very much for stopping by, my friend. Actually, I need to go ahead and cut this stream short. It is a off the wall one, and it was for Finn, who I hope is still here. Yeah, okay, I thought so, Salty. Yeah, I'm gonna cut this short because it's already as obviously we know Salty's in California. I appreciate that very much. And Pete also is in California. It's already at 10 o'clock here. I need to see where to push this button at. And that's where I push the button. Remember, be kind, helpful, and grateful. Buy some silver and some platinum. And God bless America and everybody here. Have a nice night, gentlemen. Peace out.